All joking aside, I'm having trouble sizing you up, Teach. If I could use the sword of the Creator, we wouldn't even be having this conversation.
I am absolutely disinterested in spending any time with you. Your lack of self-awareness is deeply troubling.
Completely off a rocker, that one. How about we hit him hard enough to knock him out, but not hard enough to kill him?
That's too reckless. But... I'll admit I can't think of a better option.
Yeah, I get it. But you can't be so picky.
Hey everyone, welcome to episode 6. We got a lot of the Folden Deer coming up on level 20. It seems like just yesterday we were meeting them, but we're progressing right along. Thanks everyone for participating in the Dancer poll. It looks like Bernadetta is ahead by a pretty good amount, but we've got a little bit left in the game before we get to see whether or not that actually works. To help us get through to that point, here is Leonie, classing as a mage, since she can.
It would be nice to join your class. Maybe if I was with you, well, I might learn even more. Oh yeah? I wasn't... You aren't being serious, are you? I was just teasing.
Well, that'll teach her to joke around, won't it? Because now she has to be an official part of the Folden Deer. Welcome, Dorothea. You have to become a cavalier on your way up to your journey to Wyvern Lord. Don't know if she'll have time to get there, but
getting the hang of it.
Everyone can have hopes and dreams. There's Restore going down on Leonie. Some Smash on the Lady Armor Legion that we're building up.
Machine.
Guess I learned a thing or two.
And that's charitable happy. Well, we have a bunch of paralogs coming up. So that means we need a B-team buffoonery to help get us some experience on some of those units that would otherwise be totally dead deployment slots. So we have a lot of the Ashen Wolves here, since those paralogs are really deadly, unless you optimally use everyone on your squad or are over-leveled to an extreme degree. We've also got Shamir and Catherine here. Hopefully we'll be able to do things like recruit Ash, so that we can go through the Catherine Ash paralogue, get all of the associated rewards. There goes wind coming from Cyril. It's just a light Almiran breeze. We get a crest activation out of Sylvain to finish things off. 2 more swordsmen. And oh, it looks like Catherine has quickly risen through the ranks of the Garrigmach Sewing Club, having been the co-director with Wylith, it appears. Happy can run in and steal some XP with Catherine's support.
Good enough for me.
That's a really good level by Folden Deer standards. Wow. 4 stats, and both offensive ones? That's incredible. Dorothea's showing that she has some sewing work to do. Constance is slightly better, 3 damage over 2, but sewing novices have to start somewhere. Yuri can come in with a relatively safe attack. He'll actually die if it hits him again, but he gets a dodge, so he is not in immediate mortal danger. But Bernadetta can bail him out anyway. With a smash of this training axe, 78% is good enough.
I thought I was dead.
Well, I thought Yuri was dead, so... Same thing? Let's check on the stats here. It looks like Shamir can live through baiting this out, so we'll move her on forward. We have Shamir with the sword here. Reason 1, because she has no magic as yet. Her weakness is with faith. Number 2, we're going to try and get her to be the trickster. So there goes Dorothea again with 2 damage. Constance showing her up with 3. And that gives her authority within the Sewing Club hierarchy. It's a really cutthroat place. And now Yuri is going to try and build on that success with another attack with the Iron Lance. He'll go down to exactly 15, meaning that one more attack will exactly kill him. And Cyril, of course, has another 6 points of light breeze. You know, bring a windbreaker to some of these fights. Just some light padding. Won't really help you against Sylvain, though. He has a literal strength score that rivals Balthus's, oddly enough.
This is what a real man looks like.
Real man runs away and hopes to get lucky.
It's starting to make sense.
Marianne gets it, apparently. Happy. Dealing a pretty good chunk of damage for someone at level 8. Now we got Bernie, who is unaware, mayhaps, of her destiny to become a dancer, or at least attempt to do so. Since she's still brawling, getting axes, training in heavy armor. All those things that will not be super helpful. Which is on brand for the channel, I guess. You might notice that Wyleth is just kind of hanging around on this map. She's trying to be an XP conduit as much as she can. So, for example, she moved right here, so Sylvain can get the extra XP from this gambit. 70%'s always hit, right? Yeah, of course they do.
Appreciate it.
Well, Constance can rally magic. Good thing Shamir has all that magic to use. Here comes Cyril actually casting a spell. Would have been nice to get some support there, Constance. Catherine has a very high base strength score. I guess I'll say that. Now we'll just reposition a little bit and see what the enemies have to say. We got some more swordsmen running in. One running at Sylvain, who is holding an armor slayer. But we have Marianne to make up for that mistake, so he'll live through it. And of course, Nosferatu wasn't all that powerful a spell in the first place. Passive healing from Dorothea. I remember that being extremely relevant on the Black Eagle route when we had very little healing.
I'm here to help.
Dorothea's charm is pretty good, so even as just a commoner, she is able to bring that skill to bear. A little more effective than her sewing skills at present. Now then, Cyril, I feel another 6 damage coming in. There we go. Eventually, the weather patterns are going to be so inconvenient they'll decide to just move away. Like they moved away from that attack. Maybe that plan's not so great. Catherine, though, has a plan that is actually flawless in that it killed the enemy.
Please.
Sylvain is a bit of a complainer. So he's in the sewing club, too. A lot of women in the sewing club there, Sylvain.
Okay, I've got it now.
Marianne learning more and more about who Sylvain is while she's deployed with him. Bernie looks like she is strong enough just to finish this guy off.
Can I go now?
No, you can't. I know a lot of us want to leave the Folden Deer, but it ain't that easy. Dorothea misses a 32. Shocking. Constance does not have a lot of magic resistance. Good to know. Oh, Wyleth forgot she was supposed to just be a passive spectator, kept her bow out, and it's going to be a bit of a glory hog.
Should I have held back?
Little paranoid. I guess it's the B team. There's some reason to suspect that they couldn't handle it all on their own, but you gotta give them a
I
chance.
shouldn't strain myself.
And no, you don't want to strain yourself to deal all 2 of that damage. That you might pull something. Sylvain, let's switch back to an actual sword before we try to unleash this assault troop.
Gotcha.
Which is effectuated just by having Marianne run straight into a bunch of people.
I'm really getting the hang of this.
You got all the authority to command your heavily armored and more experienced fighter. Just run on in there. Wyleth is going to simplify things for the rest of the squad with a little fusillade. Taking her up
It seems I've
to
exhausted this
Master Archery. Now Wyleth will hit more than she already was. Okay. Can the B team deal with this? I guess we'll find out. Happy can get that kill easy enough. So she'll just go for it.
Didn't you hear? I'm dangerous.
Standing in melee with an enemy while holding a bow isn't the brightest of moves. Crest of Oban goes off, means that he won't get hit by a counterattack from that Nosferatu. Constance is going to have to smash through with the Steel Axe. Can she hit? There she goes. Does she get a level? Of course not. Gonna stay at 5. Cyril can get some pretty good experience just healing up Wyleth for more than 6.
Yeah, I'm doing it.
Are you? Bernie. Ooh, Bernie can tear through things. Since her base strength is 14. I think that's where Balthus is right now.
I can improve too, you know.
A tiny bit. You'll need that speed for dancing, I guess. Fusillade out of Catherine would get her a kill.
It's all fair game.
Let's flip this coin, or, well, it's worse than flipping a coin. Got us some authority experience, I guess. And they decided to mess with Bernie and will not live to regret it. Passive healing going off, active healing going off. And now, who gets the last blow? We want to do the Balthus Happy paralogue next.
No biggie.
Well, not next exactly, but Happy gets up to level 9.
Good enough for me.
Once she gets to 10, we'll be pretty confident in deploying her. Something to prove, which is Bernie is awesome. Sylvain is actually up next.
Hey, Professor. You're looking lovely as ever. Get out in the world and have some fun. Right? Sometimes you gotta forget all the things you ought to do and focus on what you'd rather do.
Huh? I'm not sure that's the best idea.
You're amazing. You're true to yourself. You know what you want and who you are.
That sort of thinking is stupid, and that's all there is to it.
Sylvain getting some ideas about Wyleth.
We've got
Claude
the
not
thieves
having
covered
it.
on both sides. Some of the thieves are still carrying what they stole, so we have a chance to get it back. Gotta be careful though. They'll run off faster than a nobleman's daughter if we just rush in. Target the strongholds to cut off their escape routes.
Here they are. Here's the strongholds. They're, very decorative color.
Stay
Alright,
focused.
now let's just rush in now that we've been told not to. And blow things up.
It's time.
It is always time to blow things up. Yuri rigged the explosives, and it looks like he did a good job. So now it'll be a lot easier to move forward.
Reward for every thief and rogue we take out. The more you beat, the more you get.
Just remember, you gotta take them down fast. They'll bolt as soon as they're hurt.
So
Take the stronghold
don't just
and
rush
cut off
in,
their
but make sure
escape
you
route.
kill them very quickly and kill a lot of them. I see. Now, Sylvain, with all of your very consistent advice, you're going to have to try and make something of it. You can get the kill with a curved shot on the steel bow, now that you're an archer, and it looks like you could have done it with a weaker bow, given that crest activation. Balthus joining the little archer brigade over here. And, can't kill anything, so just chip in a little more damage. And stay out of trouble behind Wyleth. Let's reposition everyone else over here. Now we have Ignatz up against all these mages. He's going to huck an axe and completely lose track of it. Uh-oh. Claude is going to try and help out. You know, sometimes you got to get the stage set up for an Ignatz and the Victors show. Lysithia tanking a little bit. She's fine. Mage coming after Balthus. He has enough HP not to just be dead. Him getting hurt is actually kind of okay, given his personal. Wylith getting beat up is not a great sign.
The glory of progress.
Get some defensive tactics, which actually don't help her defend herself in any way. Ignatz found his axe again and managed to put it where he intended to. Mage coming at Claude instead of Ignatz. Tells you how good his resistance is. Ignatz getting the better of the damage exchange here, too. Now, attacking Marianne was never destined to go well for this fellow, but her DPS is, we'll call it glacial.
I think it's coming along.
Alright, over here with left squad. Looks like Balthus can actually get a kill now. Crest of Chevalier will deactivate his personal skill. Synergy.
That's life.
Existential Balthus is back, everybody.
Focus up.
Looks like he is aware that life is full of contradictions that never work out in your favor. Just give up, as they say. Looks like Wylith can finish off this mage with a curved shot and with a special ardor reserved for situations such as these. Mini Yuri in the back there gets up to level 8.
Luck is on my side.
It really kinda is. I wish everyone else could get stats like those. Balthus, for example. Hilda just trundling in with the thunder. Takes down the Armor Knight. And now we got a trio of units left over here. Sylvain can kill one of them, hopefully. There he goes.
That one is expected.
Somehow, I'm becoming skeptical even of 96s with the way things have been going. Lawrence nails 272s in a row. That actually is a little lucky. Let's see how the level goes.
I thought I gave it my all.
Used up all the luck on those punches. That'll teach you. Looks like we need to keep Lysithea where she is to stop this swordsman from running in and hurting anyone else. So we'll just try to chip in some damage with a smash, and she'll live through another round of attacks. Back over here, we got an armor unit coming on in. Let's just simplify the situation a little bit.
Let's give it a try.
We'll equip the gauntlets. We'll have Ignatz blow things up. Pyrotechnics are a big part of shows with Ignatz and the victors. Marianne will move on here. Looks like dealing damage is something she continues to struggle with. So she'll deal 10 with the strongest attack she can muster. Good. Good. Her minuscule attacks will hit one more often. Leone can take up the forest position. Gets a good dodge there, and 2 in a row. Nice. Raphael, what do we want you to do? Looks like that mage is going for Marianne, which is probably fine. Her resistance is actually quite high. Indeed. Okay, Claude still has his paws on Thyrsis, or, well, the back of his robe on it. So he can just chip in some damage there. And Lysithea continuing to tank damage. She is running out of tank. Hilda not dead, which is all we need to be. Ignatz, similarly not dead yet. Please, please leave him alone. Please.
I'm sorry, everyone.
Okay. Well, that's not what we wanted. Let's rewind a little bit here. We don't need that chip damage from Claude. We can just move him on up, equip Wind, and do some healing on Ignatz. I think that will take him through all of the attacks coming at him. So we get to see some similar things coming down. I think that actually re-rolled the RNG, so something might change. I think I have a grasp on the RNG. Thanks, Lysithia. Attack coming out of Hilda there. She is still technically alive. Oh, good dodge there from Ignatz. So by healing, we made the heal less relevant.
Too easy.
Good dodge there from Claude, and he gets the kill with that 2 damage wind. Giving me flashbacks to Season 1 Petra.
Progress suits me well.
Ooh. Magic and speed at the same time? Who are you, and what have you done with Claude? Let's see then. A smash with the Iron Axe gets up to 84, and Lysithia claims that kill, getting her to level 16.
I have to try harder.
You do. You gotta move 1 stat up. You hit magic instead of strength. There's a key difference, and I hope you understand what it is.
I'm not sticking around here to get slaughtered by a bunch of stuck-up jerks like you.
We don't really slaughter people. We more barely beat them somehow in ways nobody quite understands.
I'm still a delicate flower, you know.
You have 19 strength, Hilda. Hilda, do you know how strong Balthus is? Balthus, the extremely buff dude that saved you all the
The
time?
boss's little bro, right?
I'm sorry to say it, but yeah, I'm his brother. And he's led you into a bad spot. Anyway, your boss is dead.
Point
So
of
this is your
fact,
chance
the
to
Stronghold is
disband
actually
some
one of the
these
best
gang
spots on the
members.
map, defensively.
You think I have any other choice but to be a thief?
Well, it's probably on me for making such a stupid request.
Like the one to be in Wyla's class, for example. We get the first hit with that Armor Slayer, getting Sylvain up to level 13.
Whoops. Oh well.
Can't get anything right.
Okay, that'll do it. This exit route is blocked off.
The exit route was 2 squares down. We did nothing in order to change whether a door was open or anything like that. Fire away, Lawrence. Get a tiny amount of experience. Balthus, use all that strength we've been talking about with your steel bow. Finish it off.
Fresh out of luck.
And that gets Happy to level 10, so the Balthus Happy paralogue may be coming up even though our stats are absolutely abysmal. Okay then, Claude, looks like you're now fast enough to... Never mind, doesn't matter, it's gone right now.
Victory is mine.
Looks like there was a little hurricane coming out of Elmira.
You did it. I got this.
Ignatz really happy. He's a fan of weather patterns that are outside of the norm. Raphael, don't have a mage duel, buddy. Gotta cheat and bring a bow to those things. Okay, Ignatz can come back up there. No, we gotta avoid being killed by the axe. So just punch out the nerd like this.
Who knew?
Not Raphael, because that was a waste of time of him firing that bow. Got us both experience, I guess. We'll move Leone down to heal up Claude,
Sorry.
just in case something goes wrong against that Armor Knight coming at him. Another Brawler coming at Marianne. Can't quite chew through that Iron Shield, but she can't chew through the nothing. Claude gets a double there, doesn't actually kill that one. Now then, here's all the thieves that are actually not programmed to attack you of their own volition. That's kind of convenient. Wylith can get a double on this Armor Knight, and Claude actually dealt more damage to the one he was fighting, so he can take some pride in that. Fading Blow from Lawrence looks like one of the safer options that we've had in this run so far. So there is the somewhat predictable dodge. And now Balthus can move on in and use the Steel Bow to finish this off.
Even stronger than I look, yeah?
I think it's exactly the opposite of that. Has Balthus learned sarcasm? Is that what he's been working on? Leone, with a 68% chance to hit, is decidedly not hilarious. Claude can try to use the wind there. One would think it'd be more effective. It is not dressed for inclement weather in any way. Smash coming down from Marianne. Again, the strongest attack she has available, and it just barely manages to finish the job. Ignatz can punch through solid steel, and he will not apologize for that.
I'm sorry.
Okay, we will try to rally up Marianne. Maybe she'll deal actual damage during the enemy phase. Thieves scattering against the Archer Brigade. Ooh, crest activation. Gets that attack up to 15 for Marianne, but she is now in dire straits since an enemy with a real attack stat attacked her. Okay then, Sylvain looks like he got a good damage exchange there with some fancy little dodges. We'll thunder away with Hilda. Good. Again, we will hit one more often. Sylvain can move over here outside of counterattack range, and with a curved shot on the training bow, he'll show that he belongs in the upper echelons of the Garreg Mach Sewing Club at level 14.
Guess I've gotten better.
I don't think that actually qualifies as better. We will take that before the better committee and see what they have to say. Wylith can shoot either of them, and it'll be just fine. 20 coming down. And now Lawrence and Balthus have a little more shooting to do. There goes the arrow from Lawrence, and now Balthus can move on in. Be next to Wylith for the XP boost. Just go for it. 79. Good enough.
Couldn't weather the storm, huh?
Wasn't much of a storm.
Stronger the better.
And you actually got a point of strength. I think that means you got 2 out of all your levels so far. Good for you, buddy. Claude taking this one down to 5 with pretty strong gusts coming down from the east. And Raphael finishes things off using a spell for once.
Goddess, protect me.
Well, usually one would think you'd count on your armor to protect you, but I recognize these are interesting times. Let's have Leone do a little bit of protecting you too by giving you 12 HP. Alright, Ignatz up against the Chief Nerd. Let's see how many of these punches land. 1, 2. We miss the dodge, miss the third attack, and get the fourth one. 75% ain't bad, given that it was 80-some% to hit. Not too out of the ordinary, I guess. You haven't grown that much. Luck and charm, come on. Ignatz manages to land another counter, but he'll probably need some assistance and or healing. A lot of thieves running around, and a couple of attacks coming down on Lawrence, leaving him with not a lot of health. And luckily the others couldn't get to him, because he would have certainly died. A lot of thieves trying to run away in this direction. If we can kill off that mage Ignatz is attacking, that would make it pretty convenient. Those thieves wouldn't have a place to run. Steel Axe and Helm Splitter. We managed to hit the 2 and 3. A little lucky there.
One more stronghold taken, and one more escape route blocked.
Once again, I would like to point out that we did not actually close the escape route.
What should we go for first?
Well, probably both of them at once, given that we broke up our squad. Lawrence, try to get the splash damage here on the Onager. Okay, hit the central one. And we get 1 splash damage. Okay, Wylith, I don't think needs to be very afraid of these enemies. Let's see, so let's just throw down some damage on that one. We'll get a dodge. That's great. And Balthus can help out as well, but we don't want him getting hit. So let's flip a coin. We all know that Balthus is great at gambling, right? Yeah, of course he is. Did we run all of our luck out on that? Is that why our levels have been so bad? Oh, the crest activation still leaves us with 0 damage. Excellent job, Marianne. Thief trying to get away. Those thieves rerouting. 1 square away. How does that feel? Balthus gets the counterattack against this weakened archer and still comes out behind. Dodge there from Wyleth means this guy made a mistake with his life.
A bit more skill never hurt anyone.
Looks like Yuri will be able to class up at level 10 to be a Cavalier for his paralogue. Lawrence, stick to siege weapons for now with your store of HP there. Manages to hit again. Gets that obstacle out of Wyleth's way. So we'll roid her up a little bit, send her into this forest, and see if she can't do something about this thief. She can double the Stronghold Commander. So if that goes first and attacks Wyleth and she kills it, then I think that means the escape route gets blocked off and the thief can't run away. So let's hope things work out that way.
Guess I'm still growing.
That's one way to put it. Now, over here, we want to make sure we actually kill these thieves. So, we're going to try and deal a bunch of damage to the thief leader. I don't know that Marianne can actually finish it off, even with like a helm splitter. So we're just going to try and make sure that they don't run away, get a little more damage down on the leader, and that'll lock the northern thief in place. And now we can have Ignatz and Claude start running up to join Raphael, Leone, and Marianne. Claude can't run very fast, but he'll do his best. Let's train up our faith a little bit with the Nosferatu, take it down to 8, heal Claude a little bit. And look at that, we even got a little more magic attack. Hilda can pull Lawrence out of that position so that we can have Lysithea on the siege weapon and try to rain some death down. Let's go for the splash damage hit, I guess. This one doesn't really make a difference. Okay, we don't hit that, but we do get the splash. Move Sylvain over there in case something goes wrong with Wyleth. Which, other than the obvious, I suppose. Great dodge there from Wyleth. And nails the follow-up attack to finish that off. Our plan worked.
Another step forward.
Could you give that level to someone else, please? All right, Mini Yuri in the back.
That feels good.
It shouldn't, because that is not very helpful.
Another escape route blocked. We're nearly done. Take out those thieves and capture that last stronghold.
All right, we will try to do those things in the order you said. We don't want to accidentally not get the loot. Of course, if you were really thinking about it, you would check the mission objectives and see that it's route, but maybe at the time we weren't thinking about it too much. So we're going to have to concoct a convoluted plan to try and kill all of the thieves before we kill that stronghold commander. Or maybe we're just on a whole different level, knowing that the thieves won't attack if they think an escape is theoretically possible. So what we'll do is continue our siege attacks, and then just have Operation explicitly don't kill the one in the stronghold go into effect. Okay, Claude can try to get a kill with either Nosferatu or Wind. 91% hits more often than 68. And we get an advanced seal. Let's have Marianne
I'll back you up.
spend this other gambit.
I think now is good.
You think that, and good. You thought it because you did not roll a 1.
Oh well.
Well said. Okay, then. We got Leone to get into battle with this thief. Let's just go with your standard fire attacks. It hits her back, but she is okay. Ignatz, run on in. Just rally up Claude, why don't you? And now Hilda can do the same trick to free the onager up again. And Lawrence, just fire away wherever. I meant at a target, like whatever target you wanted, not just wherever random spot on the ground. Marianne looking in dire straits. We get another point of hit, so she can deal no damage more often. And those thieves not attacking us, which I guess is what we wanted. Sylvain not in a great situation right now. And did you remember there was an armor knight on this side of the map? Wylith going in with the training axe, so playing a little bit of whack-a-mole. And Yuri gets up to level 10. And what a level 10 it is. Now then, it looks like that distance is still enough for a siege weapon. That's a little strange. Well, we need to kill this guy. But we have enough resources at our disposal over here that Lawrence can just spend that attack over there. Thunder coming down from Hilda should make this a bit easier to kill. And Balthus will try to get that honor. Going in with the Iron Lance, since we might want to class him as a Cavalier for his paralogue at least.
Now I'm even tougher.
Against magic, I suppose, a little bit. Leone, let's try to kill all these thieves off. So we can group lightning right here. That will also hit the unit in the stronghold and apparently get you to level 19.
Gotta keep improving.
You really did. Wow. Magic and speed. We don't even have Petra on the squad to teach you the Brigid ways. How are you doing this? Claude going on in with wind. I think Leone has him strictly outclassed in terms of magic and speed. Let's check it out. Yep. Yep, she sure does.
I expected as much.
Now then, Raphael, you can't quite kill it with your Bolganone, but we'll pretend like that was worth it. Marianne going in, can't get a kill with the gauntlets. We'll use a pointy stick we found on the ground. And get a fancier stick they found not on the ground, probably. And Brawlers can't get through Lysithia's armor either. Her counterattack was somewhat more effectual than Marianne's. And that armor unit says, listen to me, I exist, I am here. And, you know, we all want to feel heard sometimes. Get a curved shot off with the mini bow from Wylith here, taking it down to 24. Few more enemies we got off over here, so let's go in with a Sagittae from Claude. 13 HP left to take whatever this treasure is. Let's have Ignatz do the honors. Let's open this up.
Who knew?
And what's in the box, Ignatz? It is a goddess ring. Okay, Raphael, we can finally kill this thing in the stronghold since we got through all the thieves. Light him up. And, well, you lit him up enough to get your poison strike. You're good at training poison? Okay, Lawrence, this one is far more likely to hit. There you go. Hilda, help us out. Just gambit it. It's in a forest. We need a forest fire in this episode, so there it is. Okay, Lysithea. You have an Iron Axe plus. Let's go ahead and smash with it, I guess. Finish things off. Wow! Crit and crest activation.
Amazing.
Hilda really likes the overkill vibe. Let's get a little extra experience on Leone. And look at how much damage you have to do, Marianne. Just smash in for 4. Ooh, you're going for the fancy overkill crit as well. I like the energy.
Look at you!
Raphael also thinks that's adorable. One more enemy, because apparently this was a route map and not a kill the commanders map. Hilda improving her battalion there. Let's get some incidental experience from healing.
Sorry.
Claude will even go in and heal Marianne up while he's standing on a heal tile. It's healception. And Lawrence, let's have you get the kill here. Siege Commander Lawrence gets up to another level on his battalion.
That's the last of them. Great work, everyone. Thieves everywhere. I can't believe this is what the world is coming to. At least we've
I
restored
think
the
the rest
here,
of the class
even
would
if it's
say
only for a
that
little while.
about being in this class. Ooh, big money. Now, longbow, Wylith can actually hang on to that. Resistance, okay, we'll put that away and forget about it for a while. Balthus actually gets MVP. How? Alright, we are coming up on level 20 with a lot of our units here, but you'll notice that we are not really near where we need to be with our skills to certify into those advanced classes. So Wylith hit level 20, for example, but her bow skill is still at C+, like maybe C+. So getting her to sniper is going to take a while. And we've got a lot of skill training we still need to do if we're going to get to 100% certifications. We might just need to roll some dice and spend some money on advanced seals. Got some class certifications. We got Cavalier Yuri. And Happy going a little bit of a different pattern. Our rules do allow us to certify in a strength if it lets us use a weakness. So there is Happy using her armor weakness. There is Balthus ruminating on the folly of life. Life is an absurd joke, he says. And he's going to keep pushing boulders up hills with his bow.
Yeah! I passed!
And Raphael, now that he has mastered Dark Mage, is going to be a regular mage. Story mission for the month.
By the honor of House Gloucester, I swear that I will save them all.
Well, it's in her name. She's got to ask.
There are some suspicious-looking ruffians out there, but our
Well,
top
that's
priority
uncalled
is to
for.
rescue the villagers. Got it? I'll rein in the villagers who've turned violent. You focus on rescuing the others.
Well, here's the others. I think they just spawned in, so how'd you know they were here?
Homie?
Marianne can move on in first, since it looks like they pose no threat to her. She gets the crest activation against these villagers. That's a little weird, Marianne. Okay, Raphael doesn't look like he can even get the kill with his big fancy steel bow, so just fire away and get that poison strike.
Let me at him.
Raphael looking more like an NPC, mage, or archer every minute. Balthus coming in, and he doesn't want to talk about it. Constance going to get a level. She doesn't want to talk about it either. Probably because it wasn't that great, but it also wasn't the worst. Nothing really to note. Arrow coming out from Lysithea. Lawrence says he stands ready. Let's see how true that is. A fading blow should mean he gets this dodge, and there he goes.
Who, me?
Yes, you, Hilda. You're actually one of our stronger units, if you haven't noticed. So, Thunder coming down. And wow, these are surprisingly hardy little units. So we need Ignatz to come in with the Hilda buff to finish it off.
Ready and willing.
Okay, Claude. You can double with wind, so go ahead and do that. Don't land any crits, unfortunately, so Claude will have to be a little defensive. We'll move Wyleth next to him. And, oh, we get some surprise spawns. And these villagers are under attack. So I think the ones on the right will have a little more luck with. We have a couple of turns to try and defend them. Counter coming down from Claude. The thing's still not down. I don't know that we have any real chance of defending all of the villagers on the left side, but Lawrence is going to try, damn it. Geralt is here to help. I don't know if bail us out is really the right word, since he's not going to move a whole lot. Lawrence managing to hold his ground. Geralt taking out a villager and just staying put. Feels no need to move whatsoever. Which, honestly, is an improvement over his tendency to just go and get himself killed. Our villagers making some interesting tactical choices. Church of Saros on a roll here.
It can't be. The one giving orders to those weird ruffians. Isn't that Tomas?
No, it's Wyleth. Now then, get a couple more winds coming down. And, you know, maybe a familiar breeze will help them come to their senses. Marianne has a bow. Ooh, 2 damage. And a fancy animation. Who could say no to that? She got 3 XP for that 2 damage. What value? Thunder coming down from Hilda. And now Ignatz can move on in. These forests can't save you, silly villagers. Ignatz goes to level 19. Not worth it. Not worth it whatsoever. Fire away Lysithea. And can Lawrence break on through here with the steel gauntlets he can? And, well, make sure that you only punch once at a time, you know, to save time. Guess if he ever gets Aura Knuckles, those will be pretty good. Wyleth can just move on in here and save this villager. More on accident than anything. Yeah, she didn't even notice you were there, punk. Balthus. Coming on in for 6. Ooh, maybe it'll be 7 next time. Raphael. Let's use a spell. We gotta train up your magic. Light him up. Take it down to 20. Oh, but your Poison Strike comes in and means that you can kill it with a second one of your strongest spells. Physic coming down to help out Lawrence, since he's going to heroically charge in to try and save as many villagers as he can. Church Soldier getting a good counterattack there. Villager in trouble. That villager gets a dodge, finally looking out for itself. That villager in trouble. This one walked closer to its captor for some reason. That one getting hit for the first time. Lysithea getting a little messed up. Okay, Church Soldier down. Their luck has run out, it appears. again. Well, guess luck isn't completely out. It didn't totally strike out on that turn. Villager healing itself, which is nice, buys us a little more time. Okay, and now the church has gone from completely ineffectual to counterproductive. Wylith, come on in. And, well, she was not satisfied with leaving it at 1 HP, so she's just going to delete it from existence.
Thank you.
Claude can run on back to the rest of the squad. And how about here with a double wind? Hilda here can thunder down the Fortress Knight.
You lost to me?
She has almost mastered the class. Keyword almost. Balthus going to send that one to the ground and get to level 17. We don't even get to hear him ruminate on the pointlessness of existence. Come on.
Sorry.
One would think this would be the perfect time to do that. The futility of war and all kinds of stuff like that you can get from Balthus's literature. But no, he doesn't want to talk about it today. Remire Village can't be in his book club. Lysithea fire away. Speaking of clubs, the sewing club going strong with Marianne and Lysithea today. This villager has no idea how to get himself out of dangerous situations, so Leone is going to have to add to the fire. Lawrence. Let's see here. We have no other way to save this villager, so we're going to impregnable wall it up. Did you know you could do that on green units? I learned something today. Ignatz, once again, making the point that forests cannot save you.
Tomas, what in the world are you doing here?
I'm not Tomas. My name is Solon, the savior of all.
Okay.
I'll have a bit of fun here, too.
That's the Death Knight. He must be an ally of Tomas, or Solon, or whoever he is.
Well, that adds a little bit of a wrinkle. Since I think the extent of the forces we have over there right now are literally just Wylith. And, just from thinking about the stats, I don't think she has a prayer of living. Unless she's a lot faster than I anticipated. Church Soldier actually holding her own there. That Church Soldier had no chance. Once again, forests cannot save you. Hilda actually participating in the mage battle a little bit. Death Knight's got a whole cavalry crew. Got some fancy scythes that we can try to steal if we can get some of our forces over there to reinforce Wylith. Okay, villagers have a little bit of a self-preservation instinct. Wylith has to stay in this general area. If we're going to take down the Death Knight, I think his brain works such that if he can attack Wylith, he will, which makes sense. That was our thought process at the beginning of the video. So why wouldn't it be his? Leone frees this villager from his Stockholm Syndrome. Lysithea can go in for a little bit of damage. It is a risk-free attack, except for the fire. She is literally standing in the middle in. Hilda, what can you do here? Magic is fine. Take it down to 14. Good, you hit slightly more often now. Balthus. Let's see, can you finish it off? A curved shot with a steel bow is fine. It does not have vantage. so we will get this kill.
You're no coward.
Constance gets all the way to level 7.
So this is what the goddess grants me.
Yes, apparently the goddess had these designs on you being a mage. But that's not what we're about here. Ignatz with a Helm Splitter can get this kill, so let's go for the gold, and we land it.
I actually won! I can't believe I made it this far.
I kinda can't either. So Ignatz and the Victors now have a new album dropping called Death Blow. It is sure to shock some people.
I think I've gotten stronger.
You have. That's not what we were going for, Raph, but you have. Wylith can take on the ambush spawn okay. I think we might need her at full health to handle an attack from the Death Knight. Looks like we forgot that villager was still gonna die. And Lysithea fails to get vengeance right away. So this villager just hanging on. This one is not. So it looks like we never really had a shot to defend all of them anyway. Okay, the Death Knight and his crew are now officially concerning, since if all of those cavalry make it down the stairs, it's going to be very hard to reinforce Wylith.
Be my limit.
Lysithea, don't worry about it right now, just finish this one off. We'll have Leone heal you up. And Lawrence, you need to go up and defend that last villager. You promised. So we'll use Rushing Blow. I think this is the first time I've actually used Rushing Blow for its positioning. Good dodge there. And that'll get you on the other side so you can run in and defend the final remaining innocent villager. Wylith there getting a kill. We have Marianne, Claude, and Raphael coming on in. So Raph up here. Just rally off Claude. Why not? Hilda, we gotta deal with this reinforcement that came in. Let's go with the Nosferatu. Get a little bit of HP back. And Balthus, go on into melee. Looks like a Tempest Lance will be good enough. Chevalier Crest heals you on up a little. And I think we're going to need Ignatz to rally Wylith's speed. When we draw out the Death Knight, looks like those stairs are still slowing down his crew. Lawrence, not in great shape. And he has to take on both of these rampaging villagers. We'll see how that goes. Still got a church soldier alive. Okay, Wylith, wait on here to draw out the Death Knight. Ignatz can get to you to rally you up. And, well, now you're going to be at better health because you just totally massacred that dude. Gloucester Knight's leveling up. Happy leveling up.
Good enough for me.
No offensive stats, but can't complain.
Well done.
Well, I can. I literally just did, so I lied to you.
You are not the one I crave.
Well, that's just rude to say to somebody. You know, you can let him down a little easier than that. Oh. Huh.
That's bothersome.
We really kind of needed to lock down all of the Death Knight's band of friends there. So, I don't know how this is going to go. We'll see if Lawrence can save himself with a little Fading Blow here. That will stop this rampaging villager from coming in and attacking the green unit on that side.
Apologies.
We'll do a little bit more healing on Lysithea. Heal up this church soldier, because why not? And we'll have Balthus start migrating over and move this church soldier back into the forest, which, as we've established, is not safe, but we can pretend it is.
Do your best to kill me with that blade.
What blade? The thing we put away months ago? Good counter there from Wyleth. She is hanging on to life.
I'm not setting a very good example.
We kinda knew that. And oh, Death Knight has Poison Strike. Good dodge there from Lawrence, gets another punch in, and improves a little bit with his battalion. That rampaging villager running away. Very scared of Lawrence. Ooh. Archer coming in against Raphael. Oh no.
Too easy.
Good dodge there from Claude so that he can respond with a slightly angry breeze. But those robes are heavy enough that the tiny bit of discomfort will not even inconvenience them. I think we have no way to deal with the Death Knight and everything else this turn, so we're just going to roll it on back. The key thing that went wrong was Claude missing with that gambit. So let's go back to right before he did that. We'll reposition and heal just like we did. We'll get in this fading blow with Lawrence, which still goes just fine. That should reset the RNG for Claude.
Ready and willing.
So let's see if that was enough. So that will lock up the stairs and that archer.
Pull out all the stops.
We pulled out as many stops as we could, and it worked. All right, 3 damage going down on the Death Knight, and those positions behind him are locked up. So let's move Marianne in. We don't want to use a curved shot because the Death Knight has Retribution. We'll put fire up on Raphael and have him rally up Marianne.
My pleasure. Do your best to kill me with that blade.
Okay, second time around. I think it'll go exactly the same. 12 damage out of there. Terrible level 21.
I'm not setting a very good example.
Always good to reinforce that message. Same dodge from Lawrence. Same battalion level up. Oh, Claude doesn't get the dodge this time, so that went a little worse. And who we got as allies? A single brave church soldier and the remaining villager. Just standing in some fire here. Alright, Lawrence, your job is still to defend this villager, so defend it to the last. Okay. This group, still a problem. Sure would be nice if we could land 45%.
Here's an idea.
It is an idea, I'll give you that. How did that work? In what universe is that something that could occur?
Ready anytime.
I'll take it, obviously, but...
Well done. Careful.
Alright, Wyleth is still who the Death Knight will attack. We needed to make sure Ignatz could get the rally in before she moved. She'll try to help out with a little curved shot there, and we'll need to reposition Marianne so that the Death Knight can actually get to Wyleth. Speaking of, we'll need to use a recover on her so she doesn't insta-die. And now Marianne can get out of the way and hopefully get rid of this using her signature gauntlets.
Is this power really mine?
That would be a good level were you trying to get magic. But need I remind you that you are not. Let's just heal up Lysithea. We need some experience here. And that gets Hilda to level 18 and mastery of her class.
Yeah, I'm definitely tougher.
You're explicitly not. You're more accurate and more charming.
Wow, I put in more work than I realized.
You put in more work than I realized. For once, you were not too lazy to hope for miracles. Wait. Okay, we'll have Leonie heal up Geralt, naturally. She was very concerned about the 1 HP he was missing. Ignatz here, trying to defend himself in melee with his little hand hatchet. Hilda gets a good counter there, but unfortunately was still getting doubled. 13 coming down from Wyleth. We may be able to finish the Death Knight. The villager is impregnable. Lawrence has one more shot to try and defend him. Raphael gets a great dodge there. And the cavalry has come down the stairs. I repeat, cavalry is down the stairs. Red alert. Okay, one problem at a time. Let's blow the Death Knight up. That'll deal 4 damage.
I'll bail you out.
Is this okay?
Well, it should be. You have a 100% chance to hit. There we go. And that'll also hit the cavalry in the back for even more.
Oh, well, that could be your thing.
My thing?
All right, Ignatz. You're 2-0 against the Death Knight. Let's go for the third. All right, 3-0. I believe that means Ignatz now owns his soul. Yes, Ignatz will come for you. Get that third Dark Seal.
What does he want anyway? In any case, we need to take care of Solon.
Yes, whatever. Let's gambit on through here. I don't think it quite gets to Solon. That would be too funny. So let's send Happy on up the stairs, crashing on through, and getting the Gloucester Knights to max level. Get one of them fancy sickles.
Well done.
Heal Wyleth up again. Raphael can show off his mastery of fire. Funny how the town is on fire. Wonder who did that. Balthus. You know, the solution to a lot of our problems is to put a stick in it. Hilda. Oh, we have a problem in the bushes here. Nosferatu takes it to 15. And can Lysithea finish this off for us? Looks like, well, we don't want to use a Lance of Ruin, do we? Let's just smash with the Steel Axe. Guess that wasn't good enough. Still got Leonie around. So she'll fire away. It is forest fire time. There we go for 45. Still don't get to level 20, which is sad. We got more impregnable walls left, so just defend this villager until it can run away. What do we got on enemy phase? Solon getting hurt through poor positioning. Villager taking another 1 damage. And getting a dodge. So it doesn't take damage down to 3. Messing with Wyleth was not what you wanted to do with your life choices today. Okay. Lawrence can take this down to finally free this villager, maybe. So let's go for the Fading Blow. Ooh. He is fed up with that guy. Takes it on out.
Thank you.
And we get that bit of XP before we try to take out Solon. So we'll heal up Hilda, still not get to level 20, sad. Can't kill it with a gauntlet, so let's go in with the little whack-a-mole mallet.
I won?
You did indeed, I'm as surprised as you. Heal up Ignatz with his buddy Claude here, who doesn't get to level 19, also sad. We can maybe tee up a kill on Solon here for someone else that needs some XP.
This will be a fine opportunity to measure your power.
Oh dear.
Oh, come on. What'd you do that for?
Well, why wouldn't Wyleth hog all the XP for herself?
Enough for me.
Well, sharing it with Happy, I guess. Who gets MVP for this map? Wyleth stole the show. Thanks everyone for watching this episode of Failure Emblem and participating in all the polls so far. I hope to see you next time. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and thanks again.